Good afternoon everyone. Today we're going to be looking at a video about how you do standard deviation, variance, mean, those sort of statistical things on a Casio calculator. More specifically, this is the 85 GT. So most of you are probably using like an 83, like a black version of this, but essentially it will look something like this. And the demonstration could be using a just like 4 salesmen and their respective sales, just for say a specific year. It doesn't matter really what it's for. This is a bit of a sort of throwback to when I was doing this for my degree. Most of you, well, some of you might be in that same position, or you might be at school doing this sort of thing now. Yeah, whatever it is, I wish you the best of luck with whatever it is you go to do. So let's get right on with it, shall we? So first things first, obviously you're going to turn on your calculator, obviously. But you're going to want to put the calculator in what they call statistics mode. So to do that, obviously you just press mode here. And obviously 4 options come up, and you're just going to press 2 for stat. And obviously for a box standard sort of table like this with an X and some values, you want the first one. So 1. This brings up a nice little table just like so. And as you can see, it follows a very similar format to what I've got here. So let's input these values here. So just put them in as you would normally. So for example, 1 equals, that's going to slot straight into that X. We can edit the frequency now or later, but I'm going to do it at the end, it makes it a little bit easier. So salesman 2, salesman 3, salesman 4. Input the individual values, so we've got 40, 27, 18, 51. That's obviously that table sorted. You can then come out of this mode by pressing AC. It saves all your information for you. So now you're going to want to have Shift, then go to Stat. And then obviously you've got a whole different types of numbers here that you can go for. So you can find out the min and the max. This would be ideal on, say, on a huge sort of data set if you want to just quickly collate these. Some of you might actually be doing this as as exams, so you can just cheat code this, or you might be doing it as part of a presentation showing you how you figured out each value. And yeah, it all depends on what you want. So for example, we've got min and max here. So let's do min and max. So we've got just press 5. You can press 1 or 1 or 2 to figure out the max value. So I'm going to do the smallest value. So let's go with 1 and then equals. That tells you sort of the lowest value that we've got in that data set. You can come out of this again. Your obviously a bit more sort of complex is your variation and things like that, standard deviation, things like that. So Shift and then 1 for the stat, and then you've got 4 for the variance just there. So 4, and obviously these are your sort of different variance figures, and you can derive deviation from these. So let's do, say, 4. Let's do that one. And this should give you sort of values you can quickly input in an exam if you wanted to. But in terms of the actual specifics behind what those values are, in case you weren't too sure, I'll just grab you a little list of references. Let's go back so we can see them again. So Shift, Stat, let's get that get those variances back again. So N is your number of data points. If you need to know that information, that's the number of data points you've got there. The sort of the O and the X sort of style symbol is the population standard deviation of the entire collection. And you've got SX, which is your sample standard deviation. You'll obviously do your min and your max from before. You can do the sum of all values to work out different sort of means and things like that. So yeah, let's do, say, the sample standard deviation, for example. So let's do 4. There we go, 1.26. Let's do the population one. And then we've got population 1, so 3. Yeah, all different sort of options there. But you must make sure it's in that table first before you go and try and work out those information. Make sure that table is correct as well before you go and do that. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you on the next one.